Hi everybody, it's Lisa here and
Mighty
Gavoz,
Gavoz.
Mighty
What's up?
Gavoz. We're going to do a brain teaser tonight because it's we are in our pajamas. Well, Gavoz is in a vest right there, but anyway, but we are going to do
The
a
last time I wore
80s.
pajamas, I was in primary school.
We are going to do a 80s brain teaser tonight,
Wait,
and
let me get my thinking glasses.
you're thinking glasses, you didn't let it out
Yeah,
yet?
right here.
What the tail is this? Yeah, I've got to put on your thing. I'm going to put on mine
No,
just now.
when we start
Okay, so we're going to do an 80s brain teaser tonight, and going to ask a lot of different questions, but only must be answers in the 80s, in the time the 80s, because we are the 80s kids, we were 80s children, 80s teenagers, and yeah. So you're gonna start, right? I'm gonna shake my hand here because my hand has some paper in it. Right? You see that? All right, and fix myself here a little bit. Okay, and Gabs is gonna pick one. Pick one, babe. You don't mind turning down Family Feud? You can turn down Family Feud.
That's not
We
long.
watch. We have Family Feud going on right now.
That's a good volume. That's a good volume.
Okay.
I doubt to hear that.
Okay.
Alright, what's this now? Woo. I need my glasses.
All right. Oh God, you need your glasses.
You have to read.
Okay. What did you pick there?
Best in the Great Race.
Okay, who was the best in the Great Race in the 80s? Only 80s people.
Oh, well, they were like, Checkmate was always my favorite. Solo, of course. King Sailor. Beep Beep. All those boats now, a long time, you know. Those are the greatest, really, you know. Checkmate, Solo, King Sailor, Beep Beep. You know, all them old time boats like Cremdement and all them, you know, Coyote, you know, all them, yeah. Remember Ryan bought Coyote, you know, Ryan owned,
I didn't know that.
yeah, Ryan owned Coyote for a while too.
Okay.
Yeah, but they shared it. I think it was Ryan, Joey, and Dana Offord, I think. Yeah.
All right, good. Because I don't know anything about boats, so I wouldn't have a clue what he's talking about. But I'm glad I didn't have to pick that paper. All right, so I'm gonna pick a paper now. You shake your hand.
Oh, I think Nakasara was in that too, you know.
Oh God, babe, you don't need all the
Anyway,
things. All right, hold this
it's,
now and shake it up there.
yeah.
And let me pick one now. My turn to pick. I'm gonna pick one. All right, let me open it up.
Yeah, but getting back to that, you know, those old days in the 80s, the Great Race will always be my favorite days for the Great Race, boy.
Yeah.
What they have now is great too, but what they have now is like nothing compared to the old days, the real days in the Great Race in the 80s, you know.
Yeah.
The 80s and so on was the best days.
Yeah, 80s was the best.
The best. Yeah. I mean, all them classic boats that you can't bring back. I forgot Blackjack. Yeah, Blackjack, Beep Beep, Coyote, you know, King Sailor. Checkmate was always my favorite, you know.
Okay.
All those boats, you know, are the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
No matter how much decades pass again from now and so on, how much of them big cats they bring out there and so on, all them 48-foot cats and 46 and all that kind of thing. 50-foot, I think Solo is 50-foot cut now, the newest Solo.
Okay.
I think it's 50 feet.
Okay.
Monster, Joey's boat was 46.
Okay.
46 is 46.
All right.
So I mean, no matter what size boats they bring out now, they can bring out all kind of cut they want, all kind of thing. They'll never, no kind of boat could ever beat those original boats. Long time days was the best. The best in the 80s was the best. 70s and the 80s. For me, those were the real classic days, the real days.
Yeah.
The real days, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so let me see what question did I get now. I got. I need to put on my glasses too. See. I got. Oh God, cars.
Well,
I have to say the cars that there was in the 80s, the type of cars. Okay, let me see. I remember. I remember the Bluebirds.
Oh, those kind of cars.
Yeah, I talk about types of cars in the 80s.
Yeah, Bluebird and
the
Shama,
I'm
and
supposed to
Sunny and Centra and all those cars and stuff. And
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they had the Bluebird. The what?
Bluebirds, the 280Cs. I had a 280C.
The 280C. The Chrysler. Remember the Chryslers?
Yeah, Charger was a Chrysler. Charger.
Yeah, and
oh, you're talking about the Alpine Chrysler.
Chrysler.
Alpine.
Oh God, you're good at You're good.
Yeah, old time.
Good in cars, you know.
The Shama, I remember the Shama, he died two Shamas.
I don't remember the
yeah.
Shama. I don't remember the Shama.
Yeah, and
Does the
of
man,
course,
does the man who know about cars, you know,
the
people?
Sunnies and the Sentras and all the
Yeah, I used to
original
like the
cars.
Sunnies, boy. I used to like the
Yeah,
Sunnies.
the
The
Lancers.
Sunnies was real
or,
nice. Yeah, the Sunnies was real nice.
The Gallant. Gallant is one of the greatest.
Oh
boy,
yeah, Gallant is a nice car too.
Yeah, Gallant
And
is...
Kingswood was the one in the 80s too.
Oh, how can I forget that? Yes.
Kingswood was in the 80s too.
Of course, that was
I tell you,
much longer than the 80s. Like going back into the 70s, like 60s, yeah.
All right.
You understand? But yeah, boy, Kingswood is always one of my favorites, boy. Kingswood. I always wanted to get a Kingswood and fix it up nice, batting up real sweet, some massive tires and some.
Yeah, I like the Kingswood because it have the
V8 and so on.
the whole seats in front and all that.
Yeah.
I like that about the Kingswood.
The 280 seats had that too.
Yeah, the 280 seats had that too.
Yeah.
The
big long seat in front. Yeah.
The big long, I like the big long seats in front.
Yeah,
It's a nice car, boy. Those cars are really, really, really nice cars. Oh gosh, boy, a Kingswood would be real nice to fix up in
God, yes. I always wanted to get a Kingswood. I'm gonna get one, you know.
Yeah, you'll get one.
I'm gonna get one,
yeah. Okay, another one. Let's pick another one. Pick another one. Okay, you pick one, baby.
Wait, huh?
You pick another one to pick.
You wanna pick or?
No, you pick. You're doing so very well already.
Pick from a one.
You're the 80s man, you know. Let me hold it.
It's all,
Okay, pick one from my hand. Right.
Yeah, boy, I was always.
There's the 80s man, you know.
I was always.
He's remember everything in the 80s, boy.
Man, you know, I like to go back into the past, you know.
Yeah, he's remember everything in the 80s.
Electronics brands and stuff, man. Yes, right.
Oh, God, now we're talking about electronic brands. Okay, so tell me, Gab.
Brands, not brands.
Brands, sorry, brands. BRANDS, brands. So tell me, Gab, what was the brands that they used to use in the 80s with the electronics?
Oh, you mean like what, stereos and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, let me see, boy. All sorts of different brands. You know, some of the greatest classics of all time is like Sansui, Marantz, Fisher, Kenwood, all those.
Yes, I would never remember
old time
like
brands. That. I mean, you understand? Technics, you know, Alpine. Talk about Alpine, just how we call it car. Alpine. Alpine, all those the greatest of all times, boy. I mean, you know, like Boston Acoustics and so on, and
yeah.
Bose, of course, and you know, Bose is supposed to be the greatest. You know.
Wow.
You know, I remember my grandfather had an old Marantz amp, boy. That was one of the greatest. We had it here too when we first moved in here.
Yeah.
In the mid 90s and so on. Yeah.
Good.
Boy, let me tell you something, boy. I tell you, I remember Mangoes and them had a Sansui amp back in the primary school days in Bedada. Sansui is one of the baddest, boys. Sansui and what? And Marantz and all of them. Fisher. So many greatest of all times, you know.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would not be able to answer that because I can't even remember brands in the 80s. So that's very good, Gav. You're doing so very good. Okay, pick another one.
This one. Of course, how can I leave out like some of the greatest like Sony, JVC, Panasonic, you know, some of the greatest ever.
Yes.
You know, Blue Punk.
What
Jensen.
what kind of radios they using before, like what?
I mean, what kind of radio?
I mean, what did they use? Like what, CDs, video?
Old time radios. Talking about radios or?
No, I'm talking about what they use, like CDs. What was the name of the thing?
No,
tapes.
No,
they used tapes.
Tapes. In those days, they didn't have CDs. Babe.
Tapes, yeah, I know.
CDs came out in the 90s.
I know. I was just checking.
Yeah.
I was just checking. I know.
CDs came out in the 90s. Yeah.
All right. Okay. What's what you have there?
Huh? Yeah, longer was the tape recorders, the double cassette stereos and so on and whatever.
All right.
Yeah, and they had the double cassette stereos with the turntable on top, you know,
Yeah.
in one, you know, turntable and double cassette and so on. All those were the greatest classics of all time, if you ask me.
Yeah. What's the question then now?
Wait, this one here. Woo! Soca.
Ooh, la la, la 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 la
Where put the
la.
rest of them, right?
The best
Where put
topic for Gavin is soca. Oh
Where put
God,
the...
now we will never finish talking
You have
about
your chips,
soca.
right?
I've all,
Right.
everything. I have everything.
He's out here.
Now we shall not. Let's stop talking about soca. Okay, what? Now let me ask you the question. Now, since you're answering so very well.
Yes.
Who was the famous soca artist in the 80s?
There are many famous ones.
Yeah, but the best, like the ones mention a few now in the 80s.
Yeah. Plenty of them, man. I mean, you mean the real famous party soca stars?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Blue Boy, Marshall, Rudder, Gypsy, plenty of them, and loads of them. But and then you have the kings like Duke, Sparrow, Kitchener, Explainer, Penguin.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Lord Nelson. These ones are some of the greatest ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the best? What was the top?
Baron, of course. Baron.
Yeah. What was the top soca music that was in the 80s? Give
By
me
who?
some songs.
Give
me some songs that you remember.
Well, the ones I did. Well, Duke got road march in 1987 with Thunder.
Okay.
Yeah. When Rudder first came in the scene in 1986, he had Madness and Calypso music.
Okay.
Bahia Girl, Hammer.
Okay.
All those tunes. When he first came in the scene in 1986, he won both the Monarch and the road march.
Okay.
With Hammer and Bahia Girl.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Duke got the road march in 1987.
Okay.
Yeah. What else?
All right. Stupid.
What? You want more?
I think it did. I think it answered very well.
It is. Let me see. Well, loads of them I just called already. There are plenty. There are Gypsy. Baron. Depending on which one you're talking about, the party soca stars, the classic soca, the classic calypso. You understand? So it's difficult to answer it, really. It's according to what you're talking about. If you're talking about classic soca, like Sparrow, Kitchener, Nelson, Duke, that kind of thing, or like you're talking about Marshall, Iowa George, this, that, and so on. I was back in the 80s too.
Very good, baby.
Blue Boy, whatever. I mean, Designer had Ratty Ray. Remember Ratty Ray?
Yeah.
Ratty. What became of him, boy? You don't hear about him no more. Designer, you don't hear about him no more.
No. All right. Okay. So now let me answer something now, right? Okay. So you're gonna ask me a question. I'm gonna pick up one. And you want to open it up for me and ask me a question on it now.
Okay.
Okay, let me see if I can answer some, because Gavin did answered so much good ones so far. I hope I can do as good as Gavoz. Has a good brain, remember certain things. A lot of things you remember.
Songs,
okay. What kind of songs you want me to ask me? What kind of songs? Yeah, songs in the 80s?
Yes,
what type of songs?
Strictly in the 80s, yeah. Strictly
Pop songs? Okay, I could tell you one of my favorite songs in the 80s was Touch Me by Samantha Fox.
Oh, Samantha Fox
Touch Me by Samantha
was always my
Fox.
favorite, yeah.
And,
always my favorite.
And I used to love Madonna too by what she sang. She sang
Madonna,
Papa Don't Preach.
Papa Don't Preach.
And,
what's this one again? Oh gosh.
Okay.
Virgin. Like a Virgin.
But I never really liked that song, Like a Virgin.
And Cyndi Lauper, Girls Wanna Have Fun.
And Cyndi Lauper, Girls Wanna Have Fun. And then I used to like White Snake too, White Snake and
that's
Bon
a rock
Jovi.
band.
I used to love rock.
White Snake was great, boy.
I used to love White Snake and Bon Jovi. And what's Bon Jovi sang again?
Living on a Prayer, and Shot Through the Heart.
And Shot Through the Heart.
Yeah, White Snake had Was it Drifter?
Drifter, yeah.
Yeah, like a drifter, I was born.
Oh, but
to
I used to
walk
love that
alone.
song. I used to love that song.
But
Used to love
here
that
I
song.
go again on my own.
Yeah, I used to love that song.
Going down the only road I've ever known.
God, what was your favorite
Like
bands?
a drifter, I was born to
What
walk
was your
alone.
favorite bands? Okay, I know you like soca, but what was your favorite bands in What was your favorite bands in pop and rock and
concert?
thing? Yeah.
Oh, in
In
them
80s.
days, boy, yeah. Well, you may call rock and pop at the same time, or
Yeah, what was your favorite band? Yeah.
Well, like rock, like AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Def Leppard, all those great ones,
Yeah.
Iron Maiden, Metallica, all those great ones. Then of course pop, Asia, Def Leppard, Asia, Boston, Men at Work.
Oh, you see how you have a good brain? I would not remember all those, I will not remember all those. That's why I asked them.
All these great ones by
Falco. That's a good brain. That's a good brain. Nothing wrong with that brain.
Falco, Rock Me Amadeus, all them tunes. All those great ones, man. Majority of them hard to remember right now, But those are the best I called already. I called all the best already. What's this one boy? 30th Special. 30th Special was one of the greatest bands. Cheap Trick. Cheap Trick. What else, boy? Queen. Queen, Another One Bites the Dust.
Another One Bites the Dust. I didn't even remember that one.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Plenty of those great ones, man. Tons of them, I haven't listened.
Okay, and what was your favorite pop artist like in women?
Oh, Samantha Fox for sure.
Samantha Fox is one of my favorite too.
Samantha Fox, definitely.
Yes, definitely Samantha Fox was
definitely
one of my
Samantha Fox, boy.
Yeah. Okay. Let's look for another paper. Let me see. Let's see. Pick another one. You open for me because I hold it.
Let me see. Whoa. Soca artists.
No, we did that already.
That was soca music, the soca artists.
We did soca
we already
artists
called all
the
the
yeah, we did soca
the tunes
artists.
and the singers.
Yeah. Did you call David Rodder?
I did.
Yeah, you did call David
Remember
Rodder.
I called out when he first came in the city in '86 when he got to Road March, Andy Monarch with Hammer and Bahia Girl and so on.
Okay, yeah. So we did do soca artists. We could do something else. Let's do something else.
Do you want the next one?
Yeah.
Pick the next one. Favorite snacks.
Favorite snacks. What was your favorite snacks that we used to have in those days?
The rest some of these down here.
Yeah. What was your favorite snacks we used to have in those days?
Oh. Remember those Pink Panther chocolates, boy? Pink Panther. Primary school days, I took home.
Pink Panther chocolates.
Remember Pink Panther chocolates?
Yeah, but that's like in the early 80s.
Like even from the 70s, from the late
70s, yeah. But the Pink Panther chocolate was one of them. And they used to have
Bongo. I still remember the commercial, boy. Bongo.
I would not remember
Coconut
those days.
or vanilla.
Man has
Bongo.
a fantastic memory.
So exciting, crispy and exciting
And even the
flavor.
commercial song, you remember
that's the next topic we forgot about.
song.
No, just now we forgot about
very good.
like ancient commercials. These commercials back in the 70s and the 80s and so on.
All right. Okay. So when you say one, what else is that? Lunch was. Remember lunch?
Oh, lunch. Yeah, that was.
still has that
lunch,
going on.
No, lunch was not wrong in primary school days and stuff.
No, but lunch came in the 80s.
Lunch came in I think in the 90s.
No, lunch came in the 80s. I
Oh,
remember
in the
having
80s?
lunch long time.
Oh, all right.
And Catch too.
Oh, Catch. Yeah, Catch.
Catch. And was it how this song
Catch.
Catches go again?
Ooh, catch it if you can. Oh, God, I can't remember. Let's go on the inside is crispy. What was that? I can't remember that one.
Oh my God! But even just think about it, I would not remember.
The bongo one I never forget, boy.
Never forget the bongo.
Bongo, coconut or vanilla, bongo, so exciting, crispy and exciting flavor.
Well, yeah.
Hey,
David, remember the bongo commercial? I can't remember that at all.
How about the Guinness commercial? The Guinness, that was one of my favorites.
How you saying the Guinness one?
That one was how you go again? Wait, no, not Guinness. Sorry, Maxson Stout.
And Moccasin Stout.
Moccasin Stout.
How does it go?
But when you drink up your Mac, you never look back. You never look back. It's like a itching in your brain and a wheel in your ways. Remember that one? Yes, that was the greatest one.
I don't remember nothing like that. You know?
Remember that one?
No, babe.
When you drink up your Mac, you never look back. Never look back. It's like a itching in your brain and a wheel in your ways. What? Moccasin Stout. What? That was the greatest one.
Either, you know,
What?
The honest truth, I don't know. I don't know this man.
But I'll tell you some of my, couple of my favorite long ago TV commercials, man. You know, like NCB Bank. Yeah, remember NCB Bank?
NCB Bank. That's how it's called.
I opened my first bank account when I was 17 years old, 17 or 18, in NCB Bank in Gulf City.
All right.
Yeah, that was my first bank account.
So how it goes again?
Bank with your national bankers, the bankers of the nation. National Commercial Bank with your national bankers, the bankers of the nation. National Commercial Bank with your national bankers. You know what?
Yeah.
What?
No,
that's the greatest. What? Hey, listen,
you have a good memory, babe. You have
that was in primary school days, boy. Guppies days, boy.
I just feel so bad about my memory. Okay.
Yeah. We were talking about snacks.
Snacks.
Well, remember cheesies, boy? Sunshine cheesies.
Still have cheesies. Still have cheesies.
No,
cheese
yeah,
sticks.
but the original.
Remember cheese sticks?
Yes,
in
but
the blue pack. Did you come in the blue pack? Oh,
the original cheesies.
Oh God, that was
not
nice,
cheese sticks. Cheesies.
Cheesies.
Sunshine cheesies.
Sunshine cheesies. I wonder if they still have it.
Thick and cheesy and crispy.
It used to. They still have the sunshine cheesies, you know, but I don't know if I.
Nah, not the original.
Not the original.
Like long
cheesy,
time in
cheesy,
primary
cheesy,
school,
cheesy
boy.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, don't say that now. Now you make me feel for cheesies.
How about
feel for cheesies.
Just now, what do you call those ones? Smarties.
Smarties.
You know, like M&Ms?
M&Ms.
No,
they
yeah.
still have Smarties.
Yes, but Smarties was the original long before, decades before M&M came out.
Yeah.
Smarties was the original.
Yeah.
Right. I'm original, man. I like the original stuff.
Yeah. M&Ms didn't come out in the States by that time?
Huh?
M&Ms didn't come out in the United States at that time?
Oh, I don't know.
All right.
They probably were around at that same. I don't know. I don't think so, you know.
No,
I don't think so. Those days in primary school days back in the 70s there, when Smarties was popular, I don't think M&M's came out yet.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
I think M&M's came out like
I used to like my fudge and my sugar cake and my tamarind sauce and
probably
my
in the 90s, I don't know.
I used to like fudge, sugar cake, tamarind sauce and tamarind ball. And
oh
salt
yes.
You know, the sweet and salt
Oh
prune?
yeah, salt prunes and tamarind balls and well, I'll never forget those Pink Panther.
Don't talk for that tamarind sauce. I still like tamarind sauce.
Do you remember the Pink Panther chocolate bars and so on? They had the
I remember. What about
not just they had
what about the cigarette?
They had the Pink Panther.
What about the cigarettes, sweeties?
Oh yeah, the cigarette sweeties.
We used to go and hide and think the cigarette sweeties so and pretend. Oh God.
Oh yeah, so yeah.
So terrible.
Like a matchbox. Used to come like a little matchbox.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah, and we used to pretend like we smoking and stuff. It's like a candy.
The cigarette sweeties. That was not good, you know. That was not a good idea to bring out those cigarette sweeties.
Well,
Very bad
that
influence.
encouraged many of us to smoke.
Yes, that was a bad encouragement for some people to smoke.
All right.
Yeah, that was a bad influence. I think they stopped that cigarette sweetie thing now, you know.
I don't know. I haven't seen that since.
I haven't seen that again, yeah.
I haven't seen that since primary school.
That was not a good invention. But anyway,
I'm sure they have it in states, so I won't doubt it.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
Pick some more.
Yeah. We have about 5 more minutes on you. 5 more minutes, I think.
Oh, it's showing now?
Yeah,
okay.
I know how much you can take. Yeah.
Let's see. Well, those years are the greatest, huh?
Yeah.
You can't remember some of those commercials, boy, long time. I tell you, the greatest.
When you sing it, I remember.
I
can't remember it. I come offhand like you.
I'm trying to think of some more, boy. Carib had a real classic one too, you know. Carib. I can't remember it so good though. It used to go like, come on, Carib. So and so, Carib is you. So yeah, that one, yeah. Yes.
Carib is you, Carib is me, or something.
No. I saw like a calypso. I saw like a
Carib is you, Carib is me.
That reminds me of a calypso.
But you know, people like stag more, eh?
Huh?
People like this stag more.
Yeah. Well, you same damn thing if you ask me. Yeah.
Okay.
Heineken is the best.
We did cars already, did we?
Heineken is the best. Huh?
We did cars already.
We did cars already?
Yeah,
Yes.
we did
Oh
cars
yes, yeah,
already.
we did cars already. We didn't finish the cars, but anyhow, that's plenty more to go still. And
We
see
did
what
electronics, right?
electronics
Get
and
rid of those.
brands.
Give me those.
That was
It's repeating itself, yeah. Need more? Yeah, those.
But they have other brands you could talk about too. Besides electronics, you could talk about other
But we
brands.
have a lot of stuff
You
there to
know,
talk
like
about.
brands of like fridges and stoves. You know, like Maytag and all those popular brands. You know, Frigidaire,
All right.
Whirlpool,
Okay.
GE. You know, Tapan. Remember Tapan? I remember my grandfather had a Tapan electric stove. Boy, Tapan was one of the greatest classics. You know.
Wow,
Yeah,
I didn't even remember
Tapan.
Tapan.
Yeah.
Of course I
Tapan,
remember.
yeah.
And now I'm thinking, yeah, Tapan, I remember seeing it now.
Hot
Yeah.
Point. Hot Point is one of the greatest too.
Yeah.
Hot Point, yeah. Hot Point. The real original ones, I know. Socrates,
Give me that.
yeah,
More than that we do already. That's already. Yeah.
Favorite snacks.
We did favorite snacks already. Waiting,
Soca
waiting,
music.
and waiting.
Yeah, this song. What is it?
Oops, need glasses.
Brands? Was it? Yeah.
Let me see. Oops. Put on the glasses and see.
It looked like brands, but it's looking more like a P. What's that? What's supposed to be this?
I can't see it because I don't have my glasses on. Put on your glasses.
They look like pans. P-A-N-D-S. No, I don't need glasses. You can't see it? What,
I can't see it. You can
no,
see
I
it.
forget that one, yes.
Forget about that one.
Yeah. Oh, bands.
Bands.
Yeah, but that's a P, not
We
a...
did bands already.
You put a P, not a B.
I know, but it's okay. Sorry.
You put pans, you put B.
But pans. Maybe I was thinking about pans
Yeah.
all the time.
Let me see. Oh, you're taking out pan. You was
Nah,
taking
nah,
out pans. Instead of putting bands, you put pans. You're taking out pan.
I was thinking about pan. Right.
Silpana. Let me see. What's it? Best in the Great Race. We did that too.
Best in the Race, we did that. Hey, we did a lot. We covered a
Yeah,
lot.
we covered a lot, but I think that's what else we have now.
We didn't do movies though.
Oh, movies and
Okay, let's do
actors.
movies and actors. Okay, so tell me about some movies because I don't know why
Right.
it's not there, but tell me about
Yes.
some movies.
Okay, what's your in the 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah, what actors and okay, which one? What you gonna call some famous actors or something? Or
No famous movies that you remembered. Because
Oh, let me see. Let me see. Well, boy, the first one comes to mind is like Jaws, but that's in 70. That's,
Oh, yeah.
that's 75.
That was 75.
75.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
75.
Jaws was so long, but they had.
You know, like
but
Jaws,
they had,
Piranha. Remember,
but
like
they had Jaws.
Orca.
They had more. They had Jaws Part 1 and Part 2 and all that, right?
Oh, God, up to about 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, but part 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in the 90s you got like part 4 and 5 and so on, whatever. But 1, 2, and 3, part 1 was 75, and then part 2 was like probably like in 79 or 80 or somewhere around there, and then part 3 was like over where ago.
Remember Footloose?
81, 82, 83.
I remembered Footloose. I remember Footloose.
Footloose,
I
yeah,
used to- when
Footloose.
Remember when Footloose came out and it was like when
Footloose.
they just opened Gulf City,
Yeah.
Gulf City Cinema.
But that's not my kind of show, really.
No, but when they
That's
opened
really,
Gulf
yeah.
City Cinema and Footloose came out, if you see people that went to see Footloose in Gulf City Cinema,
Who was the star again? Right?
I
was that
forgot.
Kevin Bacon, no?
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon, yeah, Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon, yeah. And that was
Kevin
a hit.
Bacon, yeah.
And what about Return of the Jedi?
Oh yeah, Star Wars.
When
that
Return
was
of the
part 2.
Jedi.
That was part 2.
No,
Return,
part 3.
Part 3.
Yeah, I remember that. But
Oh, yeah, that was part 3,
Return
right.
of the Jedi 2 was a real when Return of the
Right.
Jedi came out. That was real popular. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
young. I was like around really young then. I was
Yeah.
about 11.
Primary school days, yeah.
No, that was like
Primary school.
in the early 80s, like the
Yeah.
11 and thing. And what else came out and that was real popular in the 80s too? Movies that was real popular. I remember going and see that. I saw
Let
a
me see
lot.
what I'm trying to think.
Remember Pretty in Pink?
Pretty in Pink, Molly Ringwald.
Pretty in Pink.
What became of her, boy? Molly
And
Ringwald.
Sweet and
Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club. Pretty
Oh,
in
how
Pink.
about like those shows? What do you call them? Like Up the Creek. Up the
the
Creek.
Creek,
Up the
over-
Academy. Up the
yeah.
Academy. Up the Creek. Remember Up the Academy?
I remember that.
Up
I
the
remember.
creek.
Yeah.
I'm up the creek.
Yeah.
I'm up the creek. You know?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. That was
remember that
one of the greatest. I think yeah, that was one of the greatest.
That was good. That was good. That was good.
I think Tim Matheson was in it.
Yeah.
Tim Matheson
I
was
used to
in it.
like those 80 stars.
Yeah.
I used to like the 80
Yeah,
actors and movie stars.
Like Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
You had like Ali Sheedy. Remember Ali Sheedy, Molly Ringwald.
Yeah.
The rest of them, Emilio Estevez,
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen brother.
Yeah.
Who else, boy? The rest of
See,
them.
he remembers even more than me. Though.
I
I can't remember too much. She stars in
don't think Charlie Sheen was in Breakfast Club.
No,
his,
he wasn't
his
in Breakfast
stepbrother,
Club. He was in
Emilio
Breakfast
Estevez.
Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, his brother was in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Let's think of some like horror shows, like
horror shows. Oh yeah, like Psycho.
American Werewolf in
Remember
London.
Psycho? Remember Psycho?
What?
Psycho was a
greatest
popular
one, yeah.
horror show. Psycho. I remember.
Amityville Horror, Amityville, Exorcist,
Oh God, Exorcist was
all those
real.
Phantasm, all those, all the classics, the great classics of all times.
Yeah.
But the real classics that I will never forget is like Jaws, Piranha. Remember Piranha?
Yeah,
Piranha,
oh,
Jaws.
Piranha. I will never forget Piranha either.
Orca.
Yeah.
Orca.
And Orca.
Killer Bees, Swarm of the Bees, was it? Killer Bees?
Yeah.
Empire of the Ants, remember Empire of the Ants?
Empire
of the
you
Ants.
remember all those movies?
Yeah, Empire of the Ants was one of the greatest, man.
You must check out Gavin movie page.
Yeah.
No, serious, there's a movie page.
Yeah, but all those old ones not in it though.
Ah, they're not in
That
it.
the original movie page that I had, that closed down.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that closed
Yeah.
down. But yeah, that one. Well, I have my Facebook movie page, music page.
Yeah, the music page.
Right. That's facebook.com/Gavs Music Vids. Right. And then the other page I did, movies and music and so on, that's GavMax.
All right.
That's bit.ly/GavMax with 3 X's.
All right. See that? See that?
GavMax.
So follow his music page when you see it, people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, babe.
Right.
So
Then I have more,
what about TV shows? TV shows.
I have music and movies.
We didn't do TV shows. Remember TV shows?
Gavsite.yolasite.com.
Remember TV shows?
Oh yeah. Which ones were? Let me see. Like, well, those are TV shows you call it. Well, movies, TV shows. I mean, TV series.
TV series,
TV
yeah.
series,
TV
let me
series.
see.
I remember Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills, yeah.
Beverly Hills 2 something.
Beverly Hills, Eddie Murphy with Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah, that's a movie.
And Nick Nolte.
Yeah.
48 Hours.
48 Hours.
48 Hours. Yeah.
And you remember Al Bundy? What was somebody showed Al Bundy?
Yes. Married Children.
Married with Children.
That was one of
I was
the
watching
greatest
Al Bundy. I
comedies.
love Al Bundy.
Oh, you want to talk
Married with
comedies?
Children.
How about Sanford and Son?
Sanford and Son.
Three's Company.
Three's Company.
Three's Company is Sanford and Son. Right, Married with Children and those. Let me see.
Married with Children. What's the name?
Maud. Remember
Yeah.
Maud? Maud.
Maud. Yeah. Maud.
Yeah.
Maud.
Maud was that actress from Golden Girls.
What about the one who said?
Bea Arthur
What about
from,
the one? What was his show? The one who said Neno? What's his name? And he died.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mark and Mindy.
Mock and Mindy. Remember Mock and
Robert
Mindy?
Williams.
Mock and Mindy. Yeah. Mock and Mindy.
Yeah, Robert Williams.
Robert Williams. Yeah.
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 Nano.
Remember that?
Yeah.
That's when he just came
Man,
out.
some of the greatest, but you can't be those days, you know.
No, those days are the best days.
What they have now, and this today is really crap. Total crap compared to those days, you know.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
days
But
were
we
the
were
real
80s. We were 80s people.
Oh,
we
yeah.
we were in that era, so that's why we would say that. You know, we would say that because we were in that
Like,
era.
Police Academy 1 to 6.
Yeah,
Police Academy, you remember that?
yeah.
Yeah, you remember Police Academy?
Of course, I remember Police Academy.
Right. Yeah, where they go in, yeah, like, you're not sure.
Yeah. I was just
Police,
thinking,
yeah.
thinking something.
I think he had 6 parts, 1 to 6. What else, boy? Some great ones. Let me see. God, shows like Starsky and Hutch,
Yeah,
Baretta,
yeah,
Columbo,
yeah,
right? Starsky and Hutch,
Yeah.
Baretta. Remember those shows?
yeah.
Kojak.
And what about
Kojak.
What about Chips?
Chips, right?
Chips,
Yes,
chips.
man. Now you're talking
Chips,
chips,
yeah.
right? Remember Kojak?
Kojak.
Yeah,
Ooh, Papa, you remember
yeah.
Kojak?
Just now, A Team,
A team, A
A
team.
Team, A Team.
Wow.
Um, what's these ones, boy? Mannix, remember Mannix?
Manix.
Remember Mannix?
Yeah.
Mannix, Banachek. Banachek was it? Yeah. Banachek was the same star from A Team.
Yeah.
George Peppard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else, boy? Let me see. Why the list goes on and on and on and on. How about some of the comedies in the no, that's the 90s, like Family Matters with Urkel and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Family Matters and
I am just
Fresh
getting carried
Prince,
away with how this he's remembering everything.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with Will Smith and so on.
Yeah.
Some of the greatest, man. That's the 90s though.
Yeah.
That's the 90s, yeah.
Yeah.
What else, boy? Love Boat.
Love boat.
Yeah, Love Boat.
Love boat, yeah.
Love Boat. Love Boat. Um, that's boy. Yeah, what Fame?
Fame.
Fame, you know,
Fame.
Fame, yeah. Fame, man.
Yeah. How used to go song used to go again?
Fame.
I wanna
I wanna live forever. I wanna learn how to fly. Fame. I feel it coming together. People remember mine. Remember, 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 remember Fame. Yeah, that was yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
But
That's
boy,
good. You're really good, you know, babe.
Hmm?
You're really good. You're really
Yeah,
good.
I need a lot more time to get the brain ticking and stuff, you know.
Your brain ticking already.
Yeah, but I mean, how about stuff like remember like Solid Gold
Yeah, solid go.
and what's the other Soul Train?
Yeah.
Remember Soul Train and Solid? Remember Solid Gold?
Yeah, I remember.
Solid Gold. Remember that one?
Yeah, I remember that one.
And Soul Train, the Soul Train.
Yeah, we're too sweet, you know, babe. Okay, so let's close off the thing now because
Yes,
I kind of
so,
went off time. I might
this
not
is
get
stuff
it
like
in. Might not get it in.
Hmm?
It might be too long, so we need to close off now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to close up the,
All right.
the video now.
Okay,
that was
folks.
Our brain teasers, as you could see, the winner
That's
here.
that's all, folks.
So you can see the winner here is Gavoz because he's very good at he remembers even more than me. But so he gets the gold medal. So anyway, I will see you guys. You'll have a great night. We will see you another time. Okay, so see you laters.
Laters. Over now.